face on everything, whether that be famous celebrities.
Shaq, this is Shaq.
Your favorite rapper.
But let's keep it real. If Charlie Kirk, if this was who Charlie Kirk was, he'd still be alive. Are we? I'm not wrong. I'm not lying. If Charlie Kirk had just smoked a blunt every once in a while, bro would be alive, bro. He would have hit that shit. You know, this shit not even really that deep for real. Black on black violence really don't affect us when you think about it. This shit fucking strong, nigga. Goddamn. The worst era to go out in. And by go out, he means die. Video by Tommy NFG. Yeah, you know what? If you have any amount of clout, if you're well known, if you are famous on the internet, my best advice to you in 2025 is don't die. Just don't die, because if you do, they're gonna meme you into oblivion, bro. This shit is crazy.
With the advent of the internet being created and us connecting all over the world on different types of platforms, the perception of celebrities and public figures has hit a complete change compared to now.
Yeah,
in the past,
for sure.
Celebrities and public figures were looked at as remarkable figures who did less harm than the average type of person. Because people would think, well, if they were on a TV show or movie, then obviously a company wouldn't hire someone that did terrible, controversial things, and they had to be.
Yeah.
Unless you were like O.J. Simpson or R. Kelly, which clearly in 4K got caught doing evil shit. The public would think even with your flaws, you were probably still a mostly good person.
Yeah,
and
definitely in the past, if you were a celebrity and some crazy degenerate shit came out about you, people were shocked. You know what I'm saying? People were pretty much shocked. Like, oh my God, this person's addicted to drugs? This person had cheated on their wife? What the fuck? Now, it's like, if you make it to the end of your career without some wild, crazy shit coming out about you, then you're like the exception to the rule.
low-key, R. Kelly still had a prospering ass career after getting caught. They was selling the tape where he was engaging in acts with a minor.
Yeah.
Still kind of weird how that's actually a big thing that happened in the 2000s. Like, where were the police at? But then he dropped trapped in a closet and people went, hold on. This storytelling kind of fire though. I'm sorry y'all, but I'm gonna have to buy the whole set of this. It really was wild.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. We must have made a lot of progress in a very little amount of time, because it would seem, you go back to the early 2000s, the 90s, celebrities did get away with some crazy shit though. Just look at the Karl Malone situation, right? He deadass got like a fucking child pregnant, bro. And he was still celebrated in the NBA. They still built this nigga a statue and shit. Like, they were getting away with some foul shit, no doubt.
How many things public figures got away with before social media? And what's
nowadays, if you just blow on a chick without her consent, you getting canceled, nigga.
Celebrity and public figure deaths then, it was almost always treated like a tragedy, and a majority of people would give their condolences. Like when MJ died, the whole world went silent for that week because it was so unbelievable that could happen. You ain't see no jokes or nothing. People was not playing about it.
That's
Same thing with Princess Diana. There was literally 2.5 billion people watching her funeral. It was one of the most watched events ever. And you can even take someone politically like Ronald Reagan, who's notoriously not a liked political figure.
Racist piece of shit.
To say the least. Was putting up LeBron numbers of racist laws and sending the black community back.
Oh, for sure.
Is that crack I see in your pocket, son? No, it's a bag of flour I got from the grocery store. Like, the bag literally says flour. How did you miss that? I've heard enough. 100 years of prison and throw the key away. Even Ronald Reagan's funeral had 100 million viewers watching, and no matter people's political party, a lot still gave condolences.
Yeah, bro, people used to respect the dead. That shit's over. That shit's over, and it's never coming back, bro. It's not coming back. You're gonna get clowned forever. For the rest of forever, you die, niggas is gonna be making Fortnite meme AI compilations about you. You're cooked.
Yeah, we know if this happened now with Gen Z, that would not be happening.
Yeah.
For sure, that ain't gonna happen with Trump or Biden. Just prepare for a civil war on the...
Bro, the memes! The memes, whenever Trump dies, bro, the memes will be glorious. Glorious, and they'll go too far. They're gonna be glorious, and then they're gonna go way too far. And then they'll go further.
Internet for the whole year when their time comes. Now, in our times, the wait time to make fun of a public figure or celebrity's death has dropped
literally
to about 5 minutes after. And
like non-existent, bro. Non-existent, you get maybe 1 day. Probably, maybe even, no, like when Charlie Kirk died, how many hours you think passed before the first meme dropped? I don't even think a full hour, bro. Niggas booting up the AI, like literally the moment they heard this nigga died, bro. Niggas got on them fucking memes.
A recent example of it, and you probably guessed it by now, is...
Yay!
Bro, they are putting Charlie Kirk's face on Young Boy. Oh God, this is ridiculous. Oh, what? Oh yeah, you know this is AI. Charlie Kirk never had that much coordination in his whole life. Yeah, Charlie Kirk
that's
could
pretty
not
much
do
been
that.
all the viral posts for the past month of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk got
Wow.
assassinated on September 10th, 2025. And the whole fallout on social media has been the strangest thing I think we've never seen. With politicians, we expect how things go, but we've never had it happen to a political commentator as big as Charlie Kirk. And one of the dumbest things that happened immediately after this was people trying to start a civil war. Like, can you imagine a civil war starting over a podcaster? Like, if Biden or Kamala hit Trump on stage in 4K with bullets and started cheering, at least then I'd understand it a bit more happening. You think people are gonna rip off their 9-to-5 business shirts, hop out the cubicle and go, you know what? You have now declared war on me and every patriot who watched Charlie Kirk's podcast 24/7. Even the people who liked him at most are gonna give their condolences, probably reply to some trolls on Twitter, and then move on. Imagine kids in 2060 looking at a history book and seeing 2 civil wars in America. One happening over slavery and people literally having no rights and being treated as property. And one happening over a podcaster getting assassinated by some teenager who liked femboys. You had the richest man in the world talking about the left is the party of murder. People like Andrew Tate tweeting civil war. Mind you, he doesn't even live in this
Yeah, these people are just fucking evil, bro. And they're miserable and they want misery to spread. He's advocating for a civil war. He ain't even living in America, bro. Nobody in America likes you, bro. Nobody wants you here. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
country. Should be focusing on his daily news trafficking cases instead of our affairs. I mean, our own president was inciting this shit too.
Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died. The values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God.
Rule of law. This guy talking about the rule of law is rich.
Meanwhile, about a day later.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there,
bro, he wasn't even he wasn't even trying to answer the question, bro. He was like just moving on to the ballroom. He's like, yeah, no, I'm good. But yo, check out this fucking ballroom.
You see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Yeah. Nah, Charlie and all that. Boy, hey, check out this ballroom.
Which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150
He did not give a fuck about Charlie Kirk.
years.
And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Like, bro, what is it with this ballroom? Your man's just got slimed out. You can't give him at least a little more time? I remember growing up looking at presidents and the richest people in the world and thinking, wow, they're so smart. And
I mean, nobody cared about Charlie Kirk when you really think about it. None of the people around him, huh? Donald Trump, like, literally blew past that fucking, let's talk about the ballroom. His wife is grabbing up on JD Vance. It's like, god damn, this nigga really did not have any friends, bro. Nobody really liked him. He was just a tool. That's sad.
Have worked hard to get to that position. These are probably the most sane people on the planet. I mean, it takes a lot to get there. Little did I know that lie would be shattered to me about actually not that long after, because I started using social media when I was a kid. And look, I've already said this before, I'm not even someone celebrating him getting assassinated, and political violence only makes things worse. But this whole thing of trying to start a civil war was the cringiest I've ever seen. And I would go to actually say, by these prominent political figures and politicians trying to do things like this, it only made people more and more not take it serious and not care. Like, the president ordered the US flag to be flown at half-staff nationwide, which is usually meant for major national tragedies like mass shootings or literally 9/11. And
bro, a civil war cannot happen in America, bro. this is not the fucking 1700s, bro. Niggas got switches, bro. Niggas got Dracos and AR-15s. Like literally, it's like whichever side the government's on, they're just gonna bomb cities, bro. That's really what it's gonna come down to. It'll be so insane. And just imagine. And what do you think China's gonna fucking do when they start bombing their own? They're gonna come and scoop up, bro. It's not gonna happen. It can't happen. It can't happen.
Politicians such as presidents and whatnot dying. So when people see it being done to a podcaster, do you think all of a sudden they're gonna take
like how many? Like take 100 men off the street. How many of them you think are ready to die, nigga? How many of them you think are ready to fucking die over this shit? Come on, please.
More serious? They're just gonna think it's stupid as and make fun of it even more. On top of that, the government also passed a National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. I can guarantee you a bunch of the people who were at his memorial and once dedicated to him aren't gonna be popping out next year. They're just gonna move on to the next political thing they can complain about. There was also a ton of bills introduced by politicians who wanted even more remembrance of Charlie Kirk. Like a bill in Oklahoma where it would require a Charlie Kirk memorial plaza at every public university.
What the
yeah,
fuck?
that wouldn't last a day, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, presidents don't even get this type of honor. Oklahoma gotta worry about their education level before doing this. And it's not like he even lived there. Turning Point's headquarters is in Arizona. There was also another bill introduced called the Charlie Kirk Commemorative Coin Act, which would require the Treasury to make coins in his honor. Bro, if your ass pulls out some change and I see you with the Charlie Kirk quarter, I'm smacking the shit out of you. It's crazy how performative all of this is because I feel like none of these politicians even cared about him. They saw this as the perfect opportunity to distract from doing any actual work and to focus on this. I think the thing that really sealed it of people not caring and making fun of it was how the actual funeral went. Because
they just used this death as a way to rally the troops, you know what I'm saying, energize the racists. That's all Charlie Kirk was used for. These politicians don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk, man.
Boy, was this one of the weirdest televised memorial services to ever.
Oh my God, I did not know bro was I mean, shit, god damn. Erica Kirk is getting, it's just a lot of hands on her is all I'm saying. It's a lot of hands. You know, she's passing from one hand to another hand around. She's getting passed from one hand to another around. Huh?
I would say this was more of a political rally than a memorial. You had all of the Trump administration coming to it and giving pretty political speeches. Like for them, I wouldn't be surprised if they went in a mirror and were just practicing like they were gonna go on a debate stage. And you know, for Erica Kirk, I'll give her credit. Her speech was a lot more empathetic and it seemed like she actually cared. She walked out strangely though to something which looked like she was more coming out of a WWE match.
Erica Kirk is actually more evil than Charlie. If you look into it, she's actually more conservative than Charlie. Don't let the, you know, dumb blonde facade fool you.
Is this a normal thing that happens at American funerals or something that I don't know?
Yeah.
But then right after Erica
never seen fireworks at a memorial before, but okay.
Kirk's speech ended, you had this.
The best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie.
I hate my opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
If you don't find this weird as to do as the sitting president at a funeral, I don't know.
Bro, imagine Obama saying, I hate 50% of the country. Imagine Obama saying Republicans are the enemy within. Could you imagine what would have happened? Oh my God.
I don't know what to say. I think he deadass just saw this on his schedule as a MAGA rally and went in with that mentality. I was the wife of the man who got murdered, giving more empathy and bringing people together more than the president. Bro.
Because he's evil.
Like, isn't your job supposed to be to bring people together? I thought we were supposed to be some sort of United States. Yeah, after this, any appearance of people feeling bad for the memes will probably
my God, bro, nah.
After seeing like she moved on pretty quickly, or at least that's what people think, because clips of her hugging up on the president and vice president.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she really the one pushing it. She really the one hanging on tight. She like got her head all up in his neck, like she really snuggling in there. Damn. Trump gotta be like, all right, bitch, get the fuck off me. God damn, shit. You know I got these hoes watching me? You not even bad like that. You know that's what Trump thinking, huh? He's a billionaire. You know what he like. He like to pull him out the catalog. Oh, shit. JD ain't slick, my boy. It ain't even JD. Erica a demon. I mean, she really the one getting in there.
I see.
But for sure, JD, you know, he trying to hit that. She sent the message. He picked it up.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband and Vice President J.D. Vance. I do.
Hey, you know what they say, if you don't let your mans hug your girl's waist, then is that really your friend?
Right,
Me personally,
facts.
I go up to all my homies' girls, lift them up, smack both cheeks separately. It's just a welcoming though, nothing else. And because of all this chaos, you now have—
Nah, bro, this one my favorite. The young boy, the young boy Charlie Kirk, AI face swap. I love it.
people making memes
That's
and photoshopping
hilarious.
his face on everything, whether that be famous celebrities.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Your favorite rapper, really?
Oh, fuck. Not the Cardi. Not the Cardi.
Face on everything, whether that be famous celebrities.
Shaq. This is Shaq.
Your favorite rapper.
But let's keep it real. If Charlie Kirk, if this was who Charlie Kirk was, he'd still be alive. Are we? I'm not wrong. I'm not lying. If Charlie Kirk had just smoked a blunt every once in a while, bro would be alive, bro. You see what conservatism does to you, bro? Yeah. He would have hit that shit. You know, this shit not even really that deep for real. Black on black violence really don't affect us when you think about it. This shit fucking strong, nigga. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that version of Charlie Kirk would still be around to, you know what I'm saying, play catch with his kids and all that shit.
Really, any image or video is not safe of getting Kirkified. It might end up being as influential as the Rickroll, like just being the Rickroll of the 2020s. I wouldn't be surprised if someone deep-faked his face onto mine. I feel with Gen Z as a whole on things, it's just way more common.
It almost sounded like you was asking for that, Tommy. It almost sound like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they deep-faked his face onto mine.
People to make fun of dead figures. But the amount that happens really depends on who it is and how liked they are. Like, I remember when Kobe died and people who tried to make jokes on the internet were getting doxxed and harassed.
For sure.
Because people
For
don't
sure.
play about Kobe, and he was mostly uncontroversial to people.
I ain't gonna lie, they would do it today, though. It's crazy how much just the lack of respect for people, you know, the respect of the dead, it has declined a lot in just 5 years. Because Kobe died in 2020. We didn't see none of this shit with Kobe. But, goddamn, if that were to happen today, you would get meme-ified a lot.
Other than 2003. Someone like Charlie Kirk, who was a controversial figure as a whole, got made fun of faster because of that reason. This type of making fun of also happens to people that Gen Z is less connected to way more. Like, the Queen dying was not taken serious by any of Gen Z. And it's because no one really cared about the royal family and what it used to mean. Comparing how Princess Diana's death got treated compared to the Queen is complete night and day. As a whole, the royal family kind of cooked themselves in their own image too. You had one of the members who was literally buddy with Epstein of all people. And it can't be one of those things like, well, was it before he got arrested and the public knew? He visited his ass after Epstein already got charged and arrested for being with a minor. His excuse was giving the same as my dog ate my homework.
Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
So do phone.
Right. Yeah. No, the reason I went to the island was to tell him that you got to stop doing this shit on the island.
phones just not exist in 2010?
Right.
From what I learned,
right, a phone call wouldn't have worked.
I'm pretty sure Alexander Graham Bell made it in 1876. Or maybe my history books are wrong. You can update me. He also got questioned on why he stayed at his house too after. Because as the prince in a royal family, it shouldn't be too hard to get the best hotel in New York or your own castle and not have to crash at the most prolific child trafficker's place to ever exist. And this was his excuse for it.
Staying at the house of a convicted offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that about solves it. Thanks for your fairly believable excuse. Back to your...
Hey, man, I mean, I know he was fucking with kids, but shit. He had an extra bedroom. I know my family's worth billions of dollars and I can afford any penthouse in the city, but, you know, you gotta save money.
Royal duties, you go. Apparently that didn't convince the king because he just recently got his royal title stripped and is getting kicked out of the palace. You also had Prince Harry completely dip on the family. And if the royal family had any type of PR left to the public, it went away when he came out and started talking about how some were being racist towards his wife, who's biracial, and you know they asses was truly being racist because this to me looks like a full-on white woman.
Oh, like, yeah, well, not full-on. Come on, brother. No one's looking at this and being like,
and you know they asses was truly being racist because this to me looked...
Yeah, she looked mixed. You know, she mixed with something. This ain't pure white. This ain't getting through the scanner in Hitler's world, you know? Is that cocoa butter? Huh? Nah. Send her to the gas chambers.
Like a full-on white woman. Like, did they think if him and her had a kid, the baby was gonna come out looking like me? That kid would come out looking like the whitest child born on the whitest
mountain. Yeah, no, definitely when they have a kid, that kid's gonna look white as fuck for sure.
And evidently that is what their kids
the whiteification process is complete here. Yeah, definitely.
Not to look like. So they did all that complaining for no reason and lost someone in royalty. Because of all this drama and the queen dying a couple years after it, people were ready to on the royal family, and that's what happened the same day. And in places like Africa where people learn about how much the royal family's history in the past exploited them and different things, it definitely changed the perception of the royal family and people didn't care as much too because of that. Now you got people running bets saying when they think Charles is gonna die. In my opinion, they just gotta let this go. The last bit of aura died with the queen. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this. Follow me on...
nobody's fucking with Prince Charles or King Charles. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thinks he's cool. And the queen, she lived too long. She should have died younger. That would have been better. It's always better to die young for like aura. Not me though. I'm gonna live forever. But go ahead and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How do you feel about it? Do you give a fuck? Do you think, oh, you know, this is a sign that society's becoming so just fucking sick that we have no respect, not even for the dead anymore? Or do you believe that this is like, in a way, good? In a way, I actually feel like this is a form of egalitarianism, right? Because these people who have so much wealth and so much influence and power when they were alive, it's like a way for the regular person to bring them down, you know, and ground them, you know, because you make fun of them. And when you make fun of people, it's why celebrities do roasts. It brings them back down to, you know, a normal level. People take them off a pedestal, make some memes about them. At the end of the day, I think like these young boy memes, and they're not even disrespectful. They're just funny, you know, and they're extra funny because he spends so much time hating on black people. And it's like, what do people do after he dies? It's just blackify him, right? Make these memes. And it's just funny to think when his kids look up search their father's name on Google, they're just gonna see videos of like Charlie Kirk hitting the blunt. It's just, to me, I don't know, something about that shit funny to me. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.